everybody. My name's Daniel Newell, and I'm back with another lesson for you. And today we're going to be talking about groove. So groove, what is groove? Well, what I'm going to be talking about as far as groove is kind of what I was doing at the beginning. So you take something you got to play over and you try to make something groovy, make something inventive, and you just kind of try and put your own stamp on it. The backing track was this sort of loop I made. Very kind of straightforward. You got the little bass movement there, and I just kind of wanted to put something on top of that was a little more groovy and a little more interesting. So what we're going to be talking about is phrasing, timing, and grooving. So the first thing I kind of played was this thing here. So what you got there is this little line here, and you hit this little ghost note, and then you repeat that. And then you got this little. So I'm kind of doing like a chicken picking thing with these two fingers and my thumb. And there's a lot of that in what I played at the beginning, and I think it kind of adds subdivision and just kind of makes it feel like a stronger groove and just makes it feel a little better in my opinion. So I do that a lot when I'm playing groove stuff and funk stuff, like some of that. Got those little ghost notes in there which kind of help make it groove and stay funky. So that's cool. So the next thing I played was this thing here. Like that sort of thing. I think that's cool because it gives you that little sort of phrasing that stands out. And it sounded good against the... I had the... kind of went with it in that boom. So I was just kind of adding a little more stuff on top. So those two were kind of ways to play with the groove, and then I started playing some single note lines that also groove some of that. So what those are just kind of lines in the A minor pentatonic things that are muted that kind of give it that hi-hat kind of thing. And what's cool about that is you can kind of mix them up and get some cool sounding stuff. So you can be like... depending on whatever you're doing, it kind of just adds a nice little spice, a nice little thing to put on top of a groove. So what else I had was this thing over here. So what that says is you can do dynamics with groove, and it's gonna definitely change the way the groove feels. So if you had something like, totally feels different than if you're just like, feel a little dirtier. I'm doing that with my fingers too, because it gives that little noise there. And that's cool. So you can emphasize dynamics while you're grooving to give it more of a rhythmically phrased thing. It's rhythmically phrased better, like. Stuff like that. Like dynamics really adds a lot to how you're going to be applying your groove. The last kind of thing I did was I added some of these. Every now and then I think I threw a couple of those in. And that's cool because it kind of sounds like a pitch wheel on a synth. So that's fun. And then also, I threw probably a little bit of this slide vibrato, which is cool. Just basically sliding back and forth between these two notes. Because I think for some things that works better than. It sounds cool if you go. And all it is just sliding. You can do it with more than one note too. It's cool. So to wrap it up, I would just say when you're thinking about groove, you want to think about different things you can add on top of drums or bass or whatever's already laid down that can kind of help you fit in there. So if you're going to play something with the groove, you want to really lock in, or if you're going to play something that fills in the space of the groove, you want to make sure it's really tasteful and it really works. And what's kind of cool about this lesson was that it was very guitaristic. So a lot of the stuff you're just going to know right away it sounds like a guitar, and kind of lets you have your own voice when you're playing R&B music or groove music or funk music, which is really cool, I think. So experiment with these little techniques and make sure you're grooving and feeling good. And I'll talk to you next time. All right. Hope you have a good day.